Traveler's Tale.
Portugal, famous for sun, sea, sand and sardines, the recipe for a perfect holiday. I'm here in the Algarve, the land of golf, on the beautiful Valdelobo golf course. But what am I doing here? I'm not going to play golf. I've come really to see what else the Algarve has to offer. The first thing I had to suss out was the best way to get around. The public transport's not really very accessible at all, but you can hire a car with hand controls. I've actually gone for the man with accessible van option. Beam me up, Fernando. The Algarve is a narrow strip of land in southern Portugal, so wherever you stay, you're never far from the sea. My first port of call was Vila Moura, which is 22 kilometres from the capital, Faro. Tourism's one of the main money spinners in the Algarve. Fishing's another. You can come down to the quayside any morning and watch the salty old sea dogs plying their wares. After breathing in the fresh sea air, I headed inland to Almansil. If churches are your bag, then the Algarve is definitely the place for you. And I normally say that once you've seen one, you've seen them all, but the Church of São Lourenço is really something special. The church is covered in amazingly beautiful tiles depicting the life of the saint. Although the Algarve is famous for fish, most of the restaurants in fact do burgers, pizzas, all that kind of international cuisine. So we've had to come quite a few miles off the beaten track to this beach location, which is gorgeous, for this lovely dorada. After a hearty lunch, what better way to spend the afternoon than relaxing back at the hotel? I stayed at the 5-star Hotel Atlantis in Vila Moura, which was very accessible. It had a choice of restaurants and bars and 4 lovely swimming pools. You can just sit here and enjoy the sunshine, bronzeado, accelerado. Cheers. The hotel also had the added benefit of a wheelchair-accessible room with an adapted bathroom and plenty of space in the bedroom. The only downside was that it didn't have much of a view. After watching the sun go down, it's time to sample the local nightlife. I started my evening watching a spot of traditional folk dancing. Really hectic, and it doesn't half make a draft. If you prefer dancing yourself rather than watching it, you can head for one of the discos in the major resorts. They all stay open till 5 or 6 in the morning, so you can bop till you drop. But these areas are very touristy. I decided to head for a bar off the beaten track so I could get down to some serious work in the company of the locals. Cheers. Hands on your chest. Yeah. Ooh, I had a cough earlier, but it seems to have cleared up now.
You speak Spugger?
No, sorry. Go on. Cheers. Most of the towns in the Algarve have a market like this at Lule. I'm here on a Saturday morning, and it's got the usual stuff, lace, acres of polyester, that kind of thing, and lots of leather. But this is interesting. This is chamois leather that's been made into these rather spooky faces.
Whoa, what's the first one down?
when you've had enough of terra firma, you can always take a lovely cruise around the bay. It's so pretty. And I'm told you can do something called parascending. Well, I might have bottled out myself. I hadn't brought me cosy. But anyway, Emma, our producer, stepped into the breach and did a marvellous job. The boat company we went out with are experienced at taking disabled people parascending. There's no running along the beach involved. Just stand or sit at the back of the boat and you are gently winched out and winched back in again. Overall, this is a lovely place. You can come here and have a relaxing holiday without too many access problems.
Off